How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. I also got to put in the disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor and this isn't financial advice. So just know when you do invest, you're doing it at your own risk. So today we're going to be talking about SOS and EBON. Of course, I made a post on YouTube talking about their similarities in price action, and I didn't get a chance to do a video yesterday, so I'm going to give you guys an update for today. So before we get started, of course, we got to go over the agenda. I just want to let you know, if you're new to this channel, we have timestamps down below in the description. But if you are a shareholder or you're thinking about getting into a position in either of these stocks, I highly suggest you watch a full entire video. So the first thing we're going to be doing is a technical analysis, taking a look at the overall price action, seeing those areas of support, seeing those areas of resistance. Are things looking good or are they looking bad? Well, we're about to find out. And then secondly, we're going to be taking a look at the short interest information. We want to know, are shorts still attacking these stocks? Well, we're about to find out, and we're going to be finding out what the ramifications of what could possibly happen if things get up real bullish or if things continue to look bearish. And then when all of that is done, I'll be giving you guys my final thoughts. So let's get into it. So we're going to be doing a technical analysis for SOS. So let's see how it performed on the day. So ended up closing at $3.63, being down 3.71% on the day. On the low, it tested $3.59, then on the high at $3.79. So taking everything into consideration, of course, we got to take a look at our chart. We're using the 1-year daily chart. We take a look at the RSI down below, and it's right around 47. So just a little bit below fair value here. But now we're going to take a look at our indicators, and what it's going to be showing us is that there's continued strength here. So we can see we are above the 200-day. We did end up breaking through the 21-day EMA, but as you can see what's going on in after hours, it's reached 375. When we take a look at the 100-day, it's $5.05, and of course it is below that. But we're looking forward to seeing SOS actually get to this particular area sometime inside of July. So yes, even though it was a red day today, very similar to EBON, is the matter of the fact is we are still on an area of support and building that strength and consolidation. So finishing above 360 was definitely a good look for SOS in general. So unless it ended up breaking through the 200-day and losing a lot of momentum, then I would not be concerned whatsoever, because I would bet that this 325 level will be able to hold itself up and it'll be able to actually bounce back. But for the most part, I'm happy with what I'm seeing with SOS. It's still showing a lot of strength, and as far as resistance areas are concerned, we definitely have resistance right here around this $4.36 level, and if we're able to pass that, we could easily get here to $5, which is matched up with the 100-day at $5.05. And I'll be looking forward to actually seeing this happen sometime in July. So we're going to take a look at the short interest information for SOS. So the short volume ratio is at 30%. So what does this look like? So out of 8.2 million shares that were traded, 2.4 million of these shares were actually sold short, and this is taking into consideration close from yesterday. When we take a look at the short shares availability, it is at 850,000, updated 29 minutes ago, and the short borrow free rate is at 9.60%, which is also updated 29 minutes ago as well. The short volume ratio being at 29.97, and it has gone down from 32.46 back on June the 16th, and also taking into consideration on the 15th, it was at 31.80. So seeing this particular type of action is of no surprise. We're used to that, especially if you've been in this stock for quite some time. So what does this mean? There's going to be a lot more volatility, but as long as SOS is holding up those areas of support and showing strength, I'm still going to maintain my bullish thesis on it. So we're going to be doing a technical analysis for EBON. So let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $3.66, being down 1.61% on the day. On the low, it tested $3.56, then on the high, testing $3.81. So the chart that we're actually using is the 1-year daily chart, so we want to see how it's lining up with our indicators. Of course, EBON is continuing to be in this 54 range. We've been covering this and we've been seeing this being very consistent, which is actually really good to know because it's just building a consolidation and as well as support. Now, when we take a look at our indicators on the chart, of course, it is below the 200-day. It's also below the 100-day, but it is continuing to show strength above the 21-day EMA. So despite the fact that, hey, we ended up having a red day, things are definitely still looking good for EBON. I love the fact that it was able to close above 360. So I'm looking forward to seeing some strength going into next week. As many of you know, I have a price target for EBON to get to $4 and be comfortable in that particular range by the end of the month. So we still have a little bit of time here, but one thing that we can notice and we do see is the fact it ended up testing $3.81 today. So when it tested $3.81, of course, it ended up being met with some selling pressure. But another area to do keep in mind of the fact when it does get to that $4 level like it did very quickly this week, I'll be looking out right over here around this $4.08 level. Once we're able to get past $4.08, I'll be looking forward to seeing a strong move and getting into the 430s. So we're going to take a look at the short interest information for EBON. So the short volume ratio is at 21%. And this is taking into consideration close as of June the 17th yesterday. What did this look like? So out of 5.8 million shares that were traded, 1.2 million of these shares were actually sold short. So still fairly significant. So the short shares availability is at 3.9 million. And as far as the short borrow free rate, it is at 1.84. And as you can see, that was updated just now. When we take a look at the history of the short volume ratio, it's definitely been climbing. So we could see that 17.96 and then going up to 21.33, which we see as the current date. So by examining this data for EBON, as long as it's able to hold on to those areas of support and as well as where it is consolidating, I still maintain a bullish thesis. The same thing I was saying for SOS. Of course, the market has been pulling back, but at the same time, if you do believe in a long-term prospect, I feel like it does provide some great opportunities. So for my final thoughts for SOS and EBON, yes, there was definitely a lot of volatility inside of the market today. Many stocks were down. We saw the SPY just crash towards the end of the day. But the matter of the fact is both of these stocks are sitting on areas of support and we're continuing to see that consolidation. Why is this good? Because it's healthy. When we end up getting that run up that we're looking forward to, things can get very, very interesting. As many of you know already, we're trying to see EBON and as well as SOS be above $4 and just stay above there by the end of the month. I do see these stocks can definitely get to $5 sometime in July, but of course, this is going to be dependent on a variety of factors, the crypto sector, and also depending on how the market is actually moving, and also taking into account Bitcoin. So just taking all of this into consideration, I'm still bullish on both of these plays regardless. You guys know I keep a watch list and I keep my eye on this on a daily basis, and I will continue to keep you guys updated. Another thing to also take a look at, and I want to bring this up even though I talked about it before, there's easy manipulation going on with these stocks. So what this means is, yes, we still continue to have a lot of short sellers in EBON and as well as in SOS. We've been dealing with it for quite some time, so we're probably just used to this already, but do know of the fact as long as we're holding up those areas of support, I'm really not too concerned. And if we do break those areas of support, then I'll be looking forward to seeing a quick rebound. So if you're in this play, like I've said before previously, and like I said in many other videos, I am still bullish. And if you believe that Bitcoin is going to be hitting 100K either by the end of this year or by the beginning of next year, you're definitely setting yourself up being in both of these stocks. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll be talking real soon.